welcome to Sarah's Stampin' Retreat. Today we're going to be making a little milk carton box using this You're a Peach suite. So this suite's got this gorgeous stamp set with the peaches, this leaf piece which you can put either these peaches into these gaps or the flowers into these gaps, and lots of lovely sentiments. You can also buy coordinating dies to go with it, and this paper, which we're actually going to use this one today. So these are the gorgeous papers that come in with this set. So you've got nice kind of generic paper on the back, and this peaches on this side, and then you've got the corals on that side and the peaches, and flowers with stripes. You've got these little flowers with those stripes. We've got kind of a mix of the peaches and the flowers with tiny peaches. And you've got this floral with the green on the back. So as I said, we're going to be using this one today, and we're going to be making a milk carton style box. So let's just bring in my scoreboard. And I've got a 10.5 by 7-inch piece of balmy blue cardstock here. And you can see the colours from this suite up here. So I've chosen the balmy blue because that's the one that goes with this suite. So I know that that will match with my pattern paper then. And I'm going to score this at 2.5 inches, at 5 inches, at 7.5 inches, and at 10 inches on this side. I'm going to turn it round, and I'm going to score it at 2.5 inches, at 5 inches, and at 6.5 inches. So I'm going to fold all my score lines. And I'm going to grab my scissors, and I'm going to just chop off this end here and this long piece here. So I'm going to the second score line. Then I'm going to miss this rectangle. I'm just going to cut out this rectangle here. And I'm going to cut up all of these score lines at the bottom. And then I'm just going to cut off this piece at the end. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut along here, leaving probably just over 1 centimetre. And I'm going to do the same here. And here. And then I'm just going to chop little triangles out of those corners. So then I'm going to turn this piece over, so all my score lines go that way now. I'm just going to take a bit of tear and tape. I'm going to put a piece up here, just next to that score line. And then I'm going to put a piece along here. And you can see I've really not cut this very straight at all, but that's absolutely fine because it's just a flap, it's not a problem. So then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this back here and on there so that these two pieces are together. And then I'm going to use my triple corner punch. I'm just going to pop that in here, make sure it's reasonably central, just onto that panel, and then I'm going to punch that out. The reason I do it like that is so that I make sure that they're in the same place on both sides. So then I'm going to take off this piece of tape here, and I'm just going to fold this over and line that up along there. And then I'm going to take these pieces of tape off. I'm going to fold them in. And then I'm going to fold this down, and you just want to make sure that that's nice and square. So then I'm just going to push those in like that, and then that will kind of automatically fold in just to create that box. So that's our cute box. So I'm just going to let that go for a minute now. So then I'm going to grab my glue, and I've got 4 2¼ inch square pieces of this blue peach DSP. And I'm just going to pop those around the sides of my little gift box. And then I've got 2 pieces here that measure 2¼ inches by 1¼ inches. I'm just going to pop those on either side at the top here. So then I'm taking some of the layering circles dies. So you can see you get 16 dies in this pack. Some are scalloped and some are plain edge. And I've just cut a circle out of the basic white, and then the one that fits round out of balmy blue. And then I'm going to use my Calypso Coral ink, and that's another one of the colours that's in this paper, so they all match. I'm just going to stamp this Sweet as a Peach onto here, and then I'm going to use the greenery just to kind of go around that so that you get a nice bit of greenery round. So I'm going to use my Pear Pizzazz ink for this. So I'm just going to stamp that just there. And then I'm just going to take the peaches and I'm just going to ink them up with the Calypso Coral, but I'm going to stamp it off just here so that it's a slightly lighter coral. And then I'm just going to stamp that there. And that makes a nice little tag for our box. So I'm just going to glue that together. And then I'm just going to use my tag punch again. I'm just going to pop a hole in the top of that. There we go. And then I've got some of this gorgeous, it's actually petal pink ribbon, and I'll link it in the description below, because I've not actually got any of the colours that go with this set yet, but I think that that looks quite nice against it. So I'm just going to cut a piece of that. And then I can just thread this through here. And I can just have that like that. And then tie it in a little bow. I'm just going to trim off this end. And then how cute is that? So I'm really pleased with our little milk carton box. I hope that you enjoyed making this with me today. If you did, I'd appreciate you clicking like below, and you can also press subscribe if you'd like to see future videos. If you click on the bell button and select all, then YouTube will notify you when I've got new videos up. All of the products that we've used for today's project are linked in the description below, and there's also a host code there. So if you pop the host code into your basket before you check out, then I'll send you a free gift after the end of the month. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon.